Hello, how are you? Welcome to Group 1's TEDU presentation. Today we have decided to present to you the Ministry of Education's TKI website, Thumbs Up, an introduction to New Zealand Sign Language. We have chosen to do this website as sign language is one of New Zealand's official languages, and we thought that this would be a valuable resource for early childhood teachers. The steps that we have taken to research this website is that every group member looked in depth at the different aspects the website had to offer. From this, we felt that as teachers, we could use the website to implement sign language into a setting which would be beneficial for teachers, children, and whānau, and would help to support an inclusive environment where difference and diversity is accepted. The website is aimed at primary level, however, we thought that the resources that are provided can be adapted to suit the early childhood curriculum and environment. For example, teachers can use the resources/website to learn basic signs which they can use within the centre, as shown in this clip. This example is a simple "Hello, how are you?" with a reply, "I am good, thank you." This example has also been observed during previous placements, as sign language has been used as a form of communication between teachers and children, which is why the sign language website is an excellent resource to support both teachers and children to learn, understand, and communicate in sign language. This is supported by the many units available online, which provide support for specific focus areas with achievement objectives that provide continuity between this resource and the New Zealand curriculum. An example of this is Unit 6. You need what? What do you need? This unit begins by introducing New Zealand Sign Language as a language. Sign language includes its own grammar and sentence structures. Each unit consists of achievement objectives, learning outcomes, success criteria, language knowledge, such as vocabulary, grammar, and sentence patterns. Each unit also has video clips, activities, and support materials such as worksheets, which have a visual of signs that relate to the unit. Here is an example of a worksheet for you. The following clip shows a couple of examples of the sentence patterns that are used in Unit 6. An example that was provided identified how sign language conversations begin with a topic, followed by a comment. Expressions are used to differentiate between the introduction of the next topic and the comment. The next clip shows an example of this. This unit really emphasized the importance of teachers understanding nonverbal communication styles, and in particular being aware of how expressions are used as a communication tool that support sign language. This topic reflects the learning outcomes evident in the New Zealand curriculum, such as removing barriers to participation, developing supportive strategies, and making the curriculum fit the learner, rather than the child having to fit the curriculum. The key points we have taken from this unit is that it identifies how children can express and respond to feelings, needs, and wants. This is supported with an activity where children are involved in a discussion regarding how they communicate feeling, needs, and wants. The unit also introduces comparisons and differences regarding sentence patterns for further emphasis, the structure and grammar evident within New Zealand Sign Language. The Ministry of Education's TKI website, Thumbs Up, links to the Special and Inclusive Education thread of Topic 7, which focused on communication, and the essential role of teachers to support all children's communication skills. From this, we have learnt that individuals can communicate and express themselves in numerous ways through spoken, written, and non-verbal communication. In sign language, children can express themselves with the support from their teachers, whānau, or caregivers. As Lecture 7 discussed, sign language is a visual language that can be used as a first language, as an additional way of inputting language, or simply as a means of communication. Sign language is also a meaningful resource of communication, and it is accessible form for children who cannot communicate verbally. Sign language is in our everyday lives, but as individuals we do not pay attention to how we communicate. For example, shaking our head can be a way of communicating the word no, and we can point at things to communicate what we are meaning or wanting. The aspects discussed also links to the early childhood curriculum, Te Whāriki, a document that supports and encourages diversity. Te Whāriki's communication manareo strand, which stipulates that children will develop non-verbal ways of expressing and communicating for a range of purposes. Children should be given the opportunity to develop their confidence in communicating their ideas and experience. New Zealand Sign Language provides valuable opportunities to communicate with other people for children who experience difficulties in verbally communicating. The document also states that children with disabilities will have the opportunity to be actively engaged in the learning process. Further to this, it states that the program will provide activities and equipment in order to promote each child's independence. This provides children with a sense of empowerment, as children develop a sense of self-worth, identity, confidence, and enjoyment. Incorporating New Zealand Sign Language into the curriculum allows children with verbal communication difficulties to be respected and valued as their needs are met. There are a number of ways how, as teachers, we can incorporate sign language into our practice and into the setting. Firstly, we can learn the sign language from the website at home to become familiar with sign language. When we have become familiar with it, we can incorporate it into everyday practice. The videos that the website provides can also be used as a reference for teachers to refer back to when clarity and assistance is needed. We can also use the website as a support when we are teaching it to the children through using an iPad and iTV to play the videos, so the children are able to listen and watch these examples in a fun and interesting way. You don't just have to do it through iPads, you can do it through other technology as well. As the website provides worksheets, these can be enlarged, printed and placed around the centre to help promote and support teachers, children and whānau to learn and use sign language in the setting. As teachers, we could provide our own workshops and sessions for and with parents, whānau and the wider community. We believe as teachers it is important to involve parents and whānau in the wider community with what we are doing, so they are able to implement it when they come into the centre to help support an inclusive environment. There are a number of possible supports to help support teachers to incorporate sign language in the setting, such as resources. Resources can be made available through the use of pamphlets, books, and websites for further assistance. Teachers can share the video clips from the website in the workshop sessions to enhance learning and understanding. Guest speakers from the community can be invited to discuss, teach, support, and share their knowledge about New Zealand Sign Language. The website states how the sign language community loves storytelling. For example, teachers could invite a guest speaker into the centre to share a story in sign language, which will add value to the educational aspect of these sessions, but also allows the sessions to be enjoyable. Further support for teachers can be gained through attending professional development, where there are opportunities for teachers to share new language, learn other information and ask for guidance, and then these can be shared with parents and whānau. As teachers, it is important that we have knowledge, beliefs and appropriate expectations, creativity or thinking outside the square, patience and perseverance, with teachers working together, always as a team. which in return will support and encourage learners to self-assess their sign language and the progress they have made. Aspects to focus on include sign language that is understandable and holding a conversation in sign language which flows smoothly. Now that you have heard the benefits of New Zealand Sign Language in early childhood education, I would like to provide you with a few examples of sign language to get you started. That was, hello, how are you? I am good, thank you. That was, goodbye, see you soon, and see you later. That example was numbers 1 to 10. These are just a few simple examples of how, as teachers, we can implement sign language in settings. I hope you take the time to investigate the website further, as it is a valuable resource in providing an inclusive environment for all learners in early childhood education. We hope that we have provided you with a resource that may be beneficial for your future careers once we have graduated. I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to look at this video also. Thank you.